Sure, kids, I can tell you a bedtime story. 4 years ago, Uncle Joe was elected as leader of the kingdom. Now, it was a bad situation then. We had a plague. People didn't have any money. They were out of work. They were sick and they were dying. And Uncle Joe said, we're going to work together and we're going to make it better. And we did. Little by little, things started to turn around. And sometimes when things turn around slowly, you don't notice it right away. But it did get better. And it was because we were working together. Now, the Orange Goblin was very angry that he had lost. And he made all sorts of fuss. He was in his big orange mountain, and he'd come out and he'd stomp his foot and have a snit and get everyone riled up. And then he'd go back in and pout. He got in a lot of trouble, too. There was a lot of things that they found out that he did that was naughty. He got convicted on 34 counts of mischief. Can you believe that? I know that's a lot. Absolutely. Well, as the years went by, things kept getting better. And there were also some things that Uncle Joe did that people didn't like, including me. I got mad at him a few times. And it was time again to get elected. And Uncle Joe said, I'll do it. I'll do it. And he stepped forward. And Queen Kamala was at his side, and she was saying, I'm going to support him. I support him. And they were going and going and going and trying their best. The kingdom was fractured. And Uncle Joe saw that. So there was a big feast. And at the feast, Uncle Joe stood up. And people cheered and cheered. And at the feast, he said, I love my job, but I love the kingdom more. And he passed the torch to Queen Kamala. The room erupted in cheers. Everyone got to their feet, and they started cheering, Uncle Joe, Uncle Joe, Uncle Joe. And Joe, we love you. Joe, we love you. They knew that it was a really hard decision, and they knew that he had put the kingdom first. People kind of looked at each other. People who had been disagreeing with each other, and they said, we're going to work together. We're going to work together to make sure Queen Kamala gets elected. Then Lady Hillary got up, and everyone cheered again. And she said, I tried 8 years ago to break through that glass dome. She said, I took my hammer, and I tried as hard as I could, but the Orange Goblin got in and caused a terrible mess. She said, I am going to keep working on those cracks. She said those cracks that Lady Shirley Chisholm started, that Lady Geraldine Ferraro continued, that others like Lady AOC have continued to hammer on. And I will fight with you. And the people in the audience looked at each other and thought, we have to help. So women volunteered, and men volunteered, cats volunteered, and everyone got hammers and started chiseling away at that glass dome. Kids, you have to go to bed now. I'll tell you another story about this tomorrow night, okay? I know it's exciting. Yes, Uncle Joe was very brave to do that. All right. I love you. Go to sleep now, okay?